Picture starting each day feeling calm, focused, and ready to embrace whatever comes your way. No stress, no noise, just pure, grounded clarity. Each morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. These aren't just poetic words, they're a wake-up call. Because right now, most of us are waking into chaos, alarms, notifications, anxiety, all before we've even taken our first breath in peace. What if you could change all that? What if your mornings became the foundation for peace and unstoppable growth? Let me ask you, how different would your life feel if your day started with intention instead of overload? In this video, you'll discover 6 powerful morning habits inspired by Buddhist wisdom that can rewire your mind and unlock a deeper version of you. One habit is so simple, yet so profound, it might shift everything. If you get anything from this video, get that. That's all you need to know in life. And trust me, the bonus lesson at the end is something you'll never forget. Habit number 1. Begin with stillness, the sacred pause before the world enters. Every morning, the world rushes in with noise, alarms, messages, obligations. Most of us begin the day reacting. But what if you didn't? What if you responded instead of reacted? Silence is the language of the soul, said Buddha, and in that silence lies your power. The first habit is this: begin with stillness. Imagine a lake at dawn, still, undisturbed. Its reflection is perfect. Your mind is just like that. When it's quiet, the truth beneath the surface rises. But when we start the day reaching for phones, scrolling social media, or diving into to-do lists, we cloud that water. Peace doesn't come when everything around you calms down. It begins when you do. Before the noise finds you, sit in silence. No phone, no to-do list. Just breathe. Let your body remember it's alive. Let your mind settle. Don't race into the day. Let the day come to you. Ask yourself, what if the first 5 minutes after waking determined the tone of your entire day? Could you sit with your breath before sitting with your inbox? This small act of stillness is your foundation. It's not about controlling the day, but anchoring yourself before the chaos begins. It's a spiritual homecoming. In Buddhism, mindfulness begins not with action, but awareness. And when you begin in awareness, you carry peace like armor. It doesn't mean your day will be easy, but you will be ready. When you skip this pause, you risk living on autopilot. You're not choosing the day is choosing you. But when you begin with stillness, you tell the world, I am here. I choose how I show up. That moment of silence becomes a sanctuary, and from it, every other habit flows. Many great minds, monks, mystics, philosophers, have insisted on this sacred pause. Because in that quiet, we return to what is essential. We remember that we are not just workers or parents or planners. We are souls, breathing, feeling, being. And the stillness reminds us, that is enough. Stillness isn't laziness, it's discipline. It's choosing to be present. It's letting go of the illusion that productivity defines your worth. And when you build your mornings on this truth, you begin to grow from a deeper place. Not one of scarcity, but of strength. This habit asks only a few minutes, but it rewires your entire approach to life. You shift from panic to presence, from overwhelm to ownership. You don't need the world to be peaceful for you to be at peace. You only need to return to yourself, one breath at a time. Let this be your challenge. Tomorrow morning, sit in stillness for just 5 minutes. Let the breath arrive. Let thoughts pass. Let the light in. And then ask yourself, did I miss anything important while I sat in silence? Chances are, you'll find that the only thing you caught was yourself. Peace doesn't wait at the end of your day. It waits at the beginning. Will you meet it? And remember, this is only the first habit. The next one will teach you how to align your mind with intention before your feet even hit the floor. The answer may surprise you. Let's explore that in the next step. Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me." This isn't just poetry, it's practice. The second powerful habit is this: mindful wake up. Awaken the body, spirit, and intention. Think of a flower. It doesn't explode into bloom. It unfolds gently in rhythm with the rising sun. Your consciousness deserves the same grace. Before you check your phone or even open your eyes fully, take a slow breath. Feel your body, this living temple, and smile. Not because everything is perfect, but because you have another chance, another day, another moment to live with meaning. Internally say, "Today I choose peace. Today I walk with awareness." These words may seem simple, but their energy ripples through every choice that follows. When you rush out of bed, you carry that rush into every interaction. Your morning becomes a chase. But when you arrive in your body before leaving the sheets, you claim the day with presence. Peace begins not when everything settles, but when you do. This small shift is more than a hack, it's a rebirth. Every morning offers a clean slate, and in Buddhist wisdom, rebirth isn't just a cosmic cycle, it's a daily opportunity. As your feet touch the ground, do it slowly. Feel the texture beneath them. Let each movement feel sacred, because it is. You are alive, awake, aware, and that awareness is your power. In Buddhism, mindfulness is the gateway to liberation. The more present you are, the less you are ruled by habit, impulse, or fear. This habit turns a common act, waking up, into a spiritual ceremony. It takes you from unconscious reaction to conscious creation. Because how you enter the day matters. Do you wake up reacting to life or arriving to it? What energy are you bringing into the world? Anxious, rushed, or calm and intentional? Here's the truth. Peace isn't found in some distant retreat or future version of yourself. It's here. Now, in how you place your feet on the ground, in how you breathe before you rise, in the sacredness you bring to the ordinary. When you greet the morning with reverence, life greets you back with clarity. Many people live their lives waiting for peace to come later, but the wise ones know. Peace starts at sunrise, in the way you meet the day. You don't need a perfect morning. You need a mindful one. And that begins the moment you wake. Try this tomorrow. Before you move, breathe, smile, set an intention. And as your body awakens, let your spirit do the same. Let the light of morning remind you, this is a new day, a new life, a new chance to begin again. One conscious breath can change your morning. One intentional thought can change your path. Are you ready to wake up? Not just physically, but fully. The next habit will teach you how to use movement as meditation, turning even your first steps into a pathway toward growth. What happens when you stop rushing and start flowing? Let's uncover that next. The third habit is simple but transformational. Take in the good. Train the mind toward gratitude and resilience. The mind is everything. What you think, you become, said Buddha. And if your thoughts are like seeds, the question is, what are you watering each morning? Imagine your mind as a garden. Left wild, it becomes overgrown with weeds, fear, stress, irritation. But if, even for 30 seconds, you focus on a single beautiful thing and truly absorb it, you begin to shift the soil. Gratitude, like any other skill, must be practiced. The mind doesn't hold on to positive experiences as easily as it clings to negative ones. That's why we need to soak in the good, not just think about it, but feel it fully. Right now, think about something simple. The warmth of your tea, the way sunlight spills into your room, the safety of your home, or the sound of a loved one's laughter. Don't just notice it. Breathe it in. Let it linger. Let your nervous system feel it. This isn't fluff. Neuroscience confirms what Buddhist teachings have known for centuries. What you rest your mind on, you become. The brain is naturally wired to notice threats. That's how our ancestors survived. But if we only focus on stress, comparison, or pressure, we train our nervous system to live in survival mode. Gratitude interrupts that cycle. It doesn't erase problems, it puts them in perspective. One moment of appreciation can shift your entire internal climate. Try this. Each morning, take 30 seconds. Sit quietly and bring one thing to mind that you're grateful for. Not in a rushed checklist way, but slowly. Feel the sensation of that gratitude in your body. Let it warm your chest, soften your face. And if emotions arise, let them. That's your humanity waking up. That's presence. You don't need a perfect life to feel joy. You need eyes that see it, and you have those if you slow down enough to use them. Ask yourself, what if you could rewire your brain for calm and joy in just 30 seconds a day? What beauty is already here that you've been rushing past? This habit doesn't ask you to fake happiness. It asks you to find what's already good and let it nourish you. In Buddhism, the path to peace isn't paved with external fixes, but internal awareness. And each time you train your mind to see the good, you're walking that path with clarity. Water the seeds of peace, and peace will grow. It's already inside you, waiting to bloom. Next, we explore how mindful movement in the morning can turn even walking to the kitchen into a meditation. What if every step became a step toward enlightenment? Let's discover how in the next habit. We often think of meditation as something done in silence, stillness, and solitude. But what if peace didn't wait for the cushion? What if it met you on the floor beside your bed, the hallway, the kitchen, even the walk to the bathroom? The fourth habit brings this ancient truth to life. Walking meditation. Let every step become your teacher. Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully reminds us, peace is every step. Not just the ones taken in retreat, but the very first ones we take each morning. Imagine your steps as footprints in soft sand, each one leaving a gentle imprint in the present moment. If you're not aware, those steps vanish behind a blur of thoughts. But if you move with presence, even for 3 minutes, they become sacred. You don't need a temple. You don't need silence. You only need attention. Your movement can become your meditation. After waking, before the flood of tasks and texts, stand up slowly. Let your body feel gravity. Then begin to walk, not with purpose, but with presence. Sync your breath with each step. As your left foot touches down, inhale gently. As your right foot follows, exhale. Whisper silently in your mind. Breathing in, I arrive. Breathing out, I am home. These aren't just words, they're anchors. In Buddhism, this simple practice draws you back from the scattered mind into the sacred now. You may be walking to brush your teeth. That doesn't matter. What matters is how you walk. Rushed or rooted, mechanical or mindful. Most of us stumble into the day half awake, already strategizing, worrying, scrolling. But peace isn't found in future planning. It's found in the next footstep. And when your steps are mindful, your life becomes mindful. Try this tomorrow. Walk slowly for 3 to 5 minutes after you rise. No headphones, no distractions. just you, your breath, and your body in rhythm. This small act calms the nervous system, focuses the mind, and grounds the spirit. It brings dignity to the most ordinary moment. What if your walk to the bathroom could be a meditation? That question alone can change how you move through life. Walking meditation isn't about adding another task to your morning. It's about transforming what's already there. You're already walking. This habit turns it into a sacred ritual. It rewires your nervous system, centers your awareness, and reminds you you don't need to run to peace. You only need to walk into it. In Buddhist tradition, monks walk for hours in silence, not to get somewhere, but to get here. Every footfall says, I am alive, I am aware, I am free. You don't need hours, just moments, but those moments, practiced daily, create a lifetime of clarity. So ask yourself, are your first steps of the day rushed or rooted? Let this habit turn your morning path into a pilgrimage. Let every step be your teacher, your breath be your guide, and your awareness be your peace. You don't have to escape your life to find stillness. Sometimes, all it takes is one conscious step. The next habit brings that stillness into sound, into a powerful practice that shapes your entire mindset. Curious what that is? Let's explore it next. The fifth habit is this: journaling for self-mastery. Reflect, release, realign. To understand everything is to forgive everything, said Buddha. But how do you understand yourself when you never pause to listen? That's what journaling is, not just writing, but witnessing. It's not about being a great writer. It's about being radically honest. Your journal is the mirror of your mind, and like any mirror, it reveals what's hidden. Fears you didn't realize were guiding you. Beliefs that no longer belong. Thoughts that have been haunting you quietly in the background. When you write, you don't just observe those thoughts. You name them. And naming something is the first step toward freeing yourself from it. This habit is a practice of self-liberation. Picture this. You wake up, pour some tea, and open your journal. No structure, no pressure, just a page and the truth. Let your pen move without judgment. You might write about a worry, a dream, a moment of gratitude, or nothing at all but scattered fragments. That's okay. Writing slows the mind down just enough to hear what's real beneath the mental noise. Then ask yourself gently, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? It could be resentment, doubt, the pressure to prove something, the need to be perfect. Write it out, and as you do, notice the weight it's had on you and how much lighter you feel as you release it. Writing is like exhaling what the soul no longer wants to carry. End this morning ritual with a small intention, something simple, grounded, and true. Maybe it's, today I choose to respond with clarity, or today I meet life with openness. These small statements plant seeds, and over time, those seeds grow into a powerful mindset. We live in a world that encourages reacting, rushing, and performing. But this habit reminds you, you are not your thoughts, you are the one who observes them. With just 5 minutes a day, journaling becomes a spiritual reset. It gives you back authorship of your inner world. You stop being a passive receiver of mental clutter and become an intentional creator of emotional peace. So ask yourself, are you leading your thoughts or letting them lead you? What emotional clutter are you unconsciously carrying into the day? Before you check your emails, check in with your heart. The wisdom you're looking for isn't out there. It's waiting in the quiet spaces within. This is not about control. It's about clarity, not perfection, but presence. In Buddhism, self-awareness is the beginning of transformation. When you reflect honestly, Release gently and realign intentionally. You're no longer at the mercy of your past. You're shaping your future with consciousness. Write it, feel it, release it, realign. This habit helps you walk lighter. The next one helps you speak with power. What if the words you said in the morning shaped the life you built all day? Let's discover how in the final habit. There's a quiet power in deciding who you want to be before the world decides it for you. That's what the sixth habit invites us into. Compassionate intention setting. Align with your deeper values. Buddha once said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart to it." But in a culture obsessed with doing, we often forget the power of simply being. We wake up chasing goals before asking if those goals align with the soul. This habit shifts that. It teaches you to lead with identity, not activity. Picture your life like an arrow. Without a clear target, even the fastest arrow is useless. And without grounded intention, even the most productive day can feel empty. But when you rise with awareness and ask, "Who do I want to be today?" your energy shifts. You stop reacting to life and start responding from a place of purpose. Growth, after all, isn't about rushing ahead. It's about moving in alignment, not with the noise of the world, but with the whisper of your inner truth. Every morning, take a moment, sit quietly, breathe deeply, let the stillness speak. Then ask yourself, what values do I want to live through today? Not achievements, but virtues. Patience, compassion, clarity, presence, courage. Feel which one speaks to your current season. Maybe you've been overwhelmed. Then today, choose peace. Maybe you've been scattered. Then choose focus. Maybe you've been reactive. Then choose kindness. Once you choose that inner compass, your decisions begin to align. Your words soften. Your tone changes. Your reactions become responses. And slowly, peace replaces pressure. Intention isn't a to-do list. It's a way of being. And in Buddhist philosophy, that's the root of all right action. You are not here just to achieve. You are here to become. You might still have tasks, deadlines, and challenges ahead. But now, you meet them as the version of yourself you've chosen, not the one the world demands. This is how you take back your mornings and your power. Begin not with a goal to chase, but a presence to embody. Try this. Before reaching for your phone or diving into the rush, sit in silence. Ask, "Who do I want to be today?" Say it aloud if you can. Today, I choose compassion. Today, I will embody patience. Let that intention settle into your breath, your posture, your gaze, and carry it like a lantern throughout your day. Ask yourself now, are your actions aligned with your deepest values or just your loudest pressures? What kind of energy do you want to leave behind in others today? That's the real legacy. Not titles or trophies, but the energy you carry and share. This habit is the anchor, the one that ties all others together, because it reminds you that every peaceful morning begins with a conscious choice, not of tasks, but of truth. And when you lead with that truth, you don't just grow, you grow in the right direction. Be intentional, be rooted, be compassionate. Your morning doesn't just shape your day, it shapes your destiny. Most people wake up already overwhelmed, rushing into the day before they've even met themselves. But what if your peace didn't depend on your schedule, your surroundings, or even your mood, but on your breath? This is the power of the bonus habit, conscious breathing, the gateway to inner stability. Thich Nhat Hanh once wrote, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. And that's exactly what your breath can become. Not just a biological function, but a sacred anchor to the present moment. Imagine your mind as a ship caught in emotional waves, anxiety, expectations, distractions, doubts. Without an anchor, it drifts. But your breath, that's the rope, that's the root. It's always there, asking nothing of you but awareness. You don't need incense or a yoga mat. You don't need an hour of silence. All you need is one moment, one breath, taken on purpose. Try this when you wake up. Before your feet touch the ground, place one hand over your heart and take 3 deep, intentional breaths. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6. As you breathe, say silently, "In this breath, I return." Return to what? To now, to yourself, to the only moment you can actually live in. Breathing consciously isn't just about relaxation. It's about reclaiming choice. When your breath is steady, your mind becomes still. When your mind is still, your reactions soften. You respond instead of reacting. You speak with care. You make decisions with presence. You see with clarity. All from something as simple and profound as the breath. Think about this. If you mastered your breath, could you master your reactions? In Buddhist teachings, the breath is a doorway, a tool used by monks, seekers, and everyday people for centuries to transform suffering into stillness. It's the first thing you did when you arrived in this life. And it might be the most powerful tool you have to come home to peace, over and over again. Throughout the day, use your breath as a reset switch. When stress rises, pause. 1 breath. When anger flares, pause. 1 breath. When you're caught in overthinking, pause. 1 breath. Let that rhythm bring you back. Because while the mind loves to race into the future or spiral into the past, the breath reminds you, you are here now, and that is enough. Ask yourself honestly, how often do you breathe unconsciously? And what might change if you didn't? This isn't just mindfulness, it's mastery. It's how you carry peace into even the most chaotic moments. It's how you remember your inner power, not by force, but by awareness. So tomorrow morning, start with your breath. Let it center you, calm you, guide you. 1 breath can shift your entire energy. 1 breath can bring you back to yourself. And if you can return to yourself again and again, no matter what's happening around you, that's not just a habit, that's freedom. Quick summary. Begin with stillness. Start your day in silence, without reaching for your phone or distractions. This brief pause anchors your mind in peace before the world pulls you into chaos. It's a practice of presence, allowing the day to arrive rather than rushing into it. Mindful wake-up. Awaken with intention by smiling and gently becoming aware of your body and breath. Instead of jumping out of bed in autopilot mode, start your day with reverence. This small act creates emotional stability and sets a tone of calm mindfulness. Take in the good. Train your mind to absorb something positive every morning. A loving memory, a moment of safety, or a feeling of gratitude. Let it sink in deeply. This rewires your mind away from stress and toward emotional resilience and inner joy. Walking meditation. Walk slowly and consciously for a few minutes, syncing your breath with each step. This transforms everyday movement into mindfulness. It grounds you in the present, awakening the body and calming scattered thoughts. Journaling for self-mastery. Write your thoughts freely to uncover inner tension, emotional clutter, or forgotten truths. Then, set a small intention to guide your energy for the day. This builds clarity, emotional awareness, and self-leadership. compassionate intention setting. Rather than listing goals, choose a virtue to embody, like patience, presence, or courage. This aligns your daily actions with your deeper values and reminds you to lead your day with conscious purpose, not unconscious habits. There is a stillness at dawn that carries the wisdom of the entire day. The moment you open your eyes, you are given a rare opportunity. Not just to wake up from sleep, but to wake up to yourself. These morning habits are not chores to add to your to-do list. They are sacred rituals that reconnect you with the essence of who you are, beneath the noise, the pressure, and the rush. Buddhist philosophy teaches that peace is not something we chase, but something we return to. These practices are all about returning to the breath, to intention, to the present moment. As the Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. When your morning is guided by awareness, your entire day becomes an extension of that inner stability. In a world obsessed with productivity, starting your day in silence, presence, and gratitude is revolutionary. These small rituals shift your identity from a reactive mind to a centered soul. You are no longer driven by fear, pressure, or anxiety. You begin to live from a space of wisdom and intention. That is the power of mindful beginnings. Zen teaches us that when the mind is clear, the way becomes simple. These habits don't make your life perfect, but they make your path visible. They help you carry less, rush less, and connect more with yourself, with others, and with the deeper flow of life. Your morning is not just the start of a day, it is the seed of your peace. Plant it wisely, water it with awareness, and watch your life bloom. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like and share it with someone who needs peace today. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What's one habit you'll start tomorrow? And make sure to subscribe to Deep Wisdom for more Buddhist insights on living a mindful, powerful life.